The Wett Spot is sponsored by Passionate Words Editing Services. At Passionate Words Editing Services, words are a writer's currency. We help you spend them wisely. For all your editing, proofreading, transcribing needs, follow at Passionate Words Editing on Instagram. That's at passionate.words.editing on Instagram. Or on Facebook, facebook.com/passionate words editing. Let's help you spend your currency well. Follow Passionate Words on Instagram or Facebook now. Let's get wet. I wanted to start this second episode of the Wett Spot with some guests, and that didn't work out because of logistics. So we'll do the guests in later episodes. What I wanted to discuss, I wanted to actually start off with why I'm doing what I'm doing in the first place. Why the Wett Spot? Why the Erotic Empire? I am not the proud owner of a vagina. I can't say that I know what it feels like to be female, and I don't want to be another one of the male voices telling women how to feel or what to do and that kind of thing. I remember when I'll actually have a conversation about this in a later episode. But I remember in the flurry of the Me Too movement and stuff, before there was the Me Too movement, in Barbados, there was the Life in Leggings, and still is the Life in Leggings movement here in Barbados. It went global. It went viral very fast, and it was a movement started right here in Barbados, where women were given, I guess, took the permission or given a space to speak about how they were treated in life, and how difficult it is to be a woman in this society. People started to open up about things that they had not spoken about ever. How from sexual assault to sexual harassment, and how difficult it is to just walk down the street. I learned about women who I learned that women basically they have to psych themselves up to leave the house. That I've known women who turn back home turn back and go home based on the fact that they'd forgotten their headphones, and it's not because they want to listen to music specifically, but they want to not be harassed while walking the street. It boggled my mind. It blew my mind. Actually, I felt I'm still flabbergasted. I'm still stunned at how much women have to endure just being female in this society. I want to get into it and talk more in depth about that in a later episode. But I will say that really it more than touched me. It shook me. And it basically boils down to men feeling a sense of entitlement to women's bodies. It felt like, how many times has a woman had to feel physically threatened because she refused a man's attention? In Barbados alone, there were numerous deaths, and numerous murders of women over not giving either they had ended a relationship with a man, or they refused to give in to his advances. I'm still shook. Like I said, what does that have to do with me and the Erotic Empire? What I know is that I love women. What I know is that, to me, women embody divinity. And while what I say and what I do when I write, I focus a lot on sex, my goal is never to demean or to diminish or to even just restrict or only think about women from the physical perspective. That really is not my goal. So if you read a poem of mine, watch or listen to SoundCloud or anything, reading any of my work or listening to anything I've performed, and I'm thinking about sex, know that it's not coming from a place of look at this piece of meat, or yes, I'm talking about sex. Yes, I'm looking. I want, in a lot of my work, I can sometimes be very explicit in the work. But honestly, under all of that is a sense of awe, of worship. When I perform, I really and truly am trying to just express how I feel about women. You will never hear me say You will never hear me use the word bitch. You will never hear me use the word cunt. You will never hear me use the word. You will never hear me use derogatory terms where women are concerned. And I created the Erotic Empire first because I was performing for a couple of years as PassionPoet, and people kept asking where the book was, and I created my first book, Erotic. From there, it was the Erotic Empire. I thought about people like Beyonce, who has her Beehive, Riri, who has her Rihanna Nation, and I thought about my supporters and my people who basically wanted to support me. And I thought about the Erotic Empire as the name for those of people who want to support me in my work. And so I did. I created the Erotic Empire, and at first it was just a book club. But what happened over the years, it's been going for 5 years now online. And what has happened over the years, it has grown. It's grown from just talking about my books to a place where those who have come into its folds because of the books, because they are interested in my work, they have come to a place that is a community, is a family. Inside those walls, inside of the Erotic Empire walls, there is a sense of safety, and that is the same safety that I express as it relates to this podcast. I tell people this is a safe space. You can be yourself and be authentic in this space. With my goal in mind, what I have in mind is to have a space where women can be sexual without feeling threatened, and men can give accolades without being crass, without the women feeling as though they're like that. You understand? I'm here fumbling for words, and I really didn't intend to be recording this and be fumbling, but I want a place, and I have built a place where women are safe and they feel safe. In this space, people have expressed themselves in ways that they would not have done so outside, because the group is secret. People can, people who have been there for a while have opened up about things. One woman has said that she never had sex with black men, with white men, and she said she was raped by her uncle. She's white, and she was raped by her white uncle, and from then on she only deals with black men. Another lady came in because of the books, and she was really, really, really brokenhearted over the loss of her husband. After being in the group a while and being loved on and being told how beautiful she was and stuff like that by both male and female, she grew in confidence to the point where she now has had steady boyfriends, and she's been in relationships since her husband, and now feels beautiful. So when you see me reciting a piece of poetry and I'm talking about the woman and talking about getting her wet, just know that underneath all that is a sense of awe, a sense of reverence. I actually have a lot of poetry, and I'm trying to build more that link that links poetry and sex and links sexuality and spirituality. Sexuality and spirituality are linked, in my opinion and in my worldview. So for me, I love to focus on women and their goddesshood in my work. I don't perform those pieces much because they don't lend to spoken. They're not written in spoken word, but I have them there. So I'm gonna end this podcast with just an explanation. As I said, the Erotic Empire is not a place for cheapening, and it is not a place that glorifies the male gaze as much as I've been watching She's Gotta Have It. But I'm a man who wants women to know that they are loved. The tagline of the Erotic Empire is worshiping women with words. And my goal with every word I write is worship. Is you being female, recognizing that you are so beautiful to me, so seductive, so amazing. So as I end this podcast today, just know the Erotic Empire, PassionPoet, the Wett Spot, we salute you. We salute you as female. Okay, that's the second episode of the Wett Spot, and I want to encourage you to message me, DM me on any platform where you have access to me, or have comments on if you have any comments on the Wett Spot itself, what you would like to hear, what you want me to speak on, would you like to be a guest on the show, any of those things, just hit me up. PassionPoet@gmail.com. There is at PassionPoet on Instagram. Right, you can message me any of those places. I have you can see me on Facebook, facebook.com/PassionPoet246 or facebook.com/EroticEmpire. There's a lot of different ways you can get hold of me, but I'm hoping that we can get an expansion of this topic, or any other topic of your choice. So thank you for listening to the Wett Spot. Let's get wet. In this segment, I want you to get comfortable, because the words may move you, they may inspire you, who knows, they might even make you wet. So sit back and listen. Foreplay. I don't want to stop. I want my words to grow stiff and hard and long, and your ears to be wet and fluffy and pink. I want each word to leak sexy pre-cum as it plays along your olfactory canal. I want to rub my words head upon your ears petals and tap upon your inner ear's nub, causing you to moan. I want each word to make you beg me to enter you, as you want each phrase to stretch your mind just so, filled to capacity. I want my words to fuck you until an inch of your life. So no, I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. I want your mind to part its thighs and invite me in. I want your dripping thoughts to pulsate in anticipation of the pounding you will get when I start to whisper, my soft tone making mockery of the power of each syllable. I want to feel your mind grip my words in Kegel-like exercises and let your needs make every part of you flood in desire. I want to bend closer, making sure each thrusting word gets deeper and deeper. And as I speak, I feel your inner ear vibrate with the need of me. I want to stroke you with my masterful sentences. I want to spread your mind wider and release all your inhibitions. I want to command your mental orgasms, and I want to see your body follow suit. So no, I don't want to stop. I want your body to drip with every sound I make. And when I finally slip finger into weeping crevice, I want to smile, knowing my seduction is complete. Thank you for joining me on the Wett Spot. My name is PassionPoet. I hope to see you again next time. Let's get wet.